Here we go. I first journeyed to the country of Uganda, East Africa, I can't believe it, 8 years ago, specifically to the town of JINJA with Colorado's Culture Prep and Help International. Together we fund a school, community center, and offer medical assistance. Much-needed services are now expanding to remote islands in JINJA where fresh water, food, and education, they are all very scarce. Joining us, Help International's Jean K. Wilson, and all the way from Uganda, they say they're a bit tired, the mayor of JINJA, MAJIDU, BATAMBUZE, and the honorable member of parliament that we have here representing his specific district of JINJA, Moses Grace Balyeku.
It's my pleasure.
My pleasure. It's an honor to have you here, of course. And Jean, you and I have been working, I can't believe, well, with Peter, my husband, for 15 years now.
That's
almost.
Right.
So we love JINJA. It's a beautiful place. Your mission started on the outskirts of where we go, actually. It's called Masese. It's known as a slum area of JINJA. You always say this is not a hand out, but a hand up. And I've always loved that. So explain a bit what you mean by that.
I mean, it's a partnership. It's really a partnership where we work together hand in hand, and economically, socially, spiritually, we make a difference.
And you're not just, you're encouraging families and the children, the education, what it takes to have a business. So you're not just saying, here, go. You're lifting them up.
That's correct.
Which is crucial. How much has it expanded over the years?
Oh, it's expanded so much. We have about 80 men now taking automotive training, and 120 women that do the jewelry, and about 35 that are in sewing, learning how to sew.
That's, yeah, and plus the medical missions, you're a registered nurse, right? Former, and that's one of the big reasons that you got over there was to help with the medical needs, right?
That's right.
And then Peter and you have been working so hard. Do you remember when the whole area was just, it was dirt?
Crazy.
What, and starving kids. And how much have you seen that aspect change?
It's all changing. Not just from us, but it is absolutely changing.
Do you think the key has been the education and the nutrition aspect?
I think those are
in the
certainly
beginning?
keys. Those are absolutely keys.
Okay, and Mayor, it's so nice to have you here. I've been at your office. I wasn't in trouble. It was to do work that Jean said, now you need to go and do this.
Yes.
But how important is this type of work for the people of JINJA, but Uganda as a whole?
Oh, the work is absolutely important. What Jean and Help International are doing is very, very important to our community. The areas where she's focusing her concentration, Masese, is a deprived area. It's an area of informal settlements. It's a slum, so to speak. So the kind of services that she's providing are absolutely needed in that place.
Well, the education. It starts with education, and that's something that we can't emphasize enough. Now, your first stop, you've been to the U.S. quite a few times for all your political work. Your first stop this time was Washington, D.C., correct? The embassy?
Yes, I have been to the U.S. several times. I've been to California, I've been to Boston, I've been to Minnesota, Washington, but this is the first time we've come to Denver.
Well, it's about time. Thank you, Jean. Great. What have you learned? Our worlds are so different, but I'm sure that you learn like we do when we visit you, and then you take that back with you to improve areas. So what are some things that stick out?
Well, during this visit, it's been a world of difference. We've learned quite a lot.
Technology.
Of course, there's technology in the schools, the adoption of technology in instruction of students. That's absolutely amazing. There is also a place we visited yesterday. It's called the Maker Space, where people are able to come and do projects together, or even use the facility to do different things. This is something that is absent in our country, and it's something that we're thinking that we can copy and take to our country as well.
You can copy us.
We also
That's okay.
yes.
What else?
Well, we also met the mayor of Fort Collins, and we had a very lengthy conversation with him. He's been telling us how he's running his city. And the most interesting aspect of it is how he's been able to cater for services like road maintenance, street lighting, garbage collection, and the fact that he's also in charge of the police. Okay, this was interesting. We also discussed the issue of green belts, green spaces surrounding the city that they are eager to maintain in order to maintain the environment.
Yeah, but we have to here because we grow so much. You know, I was saying, you know, I love to come to your country because of all the beauty that's still so natural. So, of course, that would play into that. Now, Honorable Moses, I think it's best to describe that you're with Parliament,
Yes.
which equals our Congress,
Yes.
would you say? And then you work with your president. What would you say are some things that you would like to take back and say, you know, this is something I think that we really need to try to support here?
Well, our parliament is the oversight role, and appropriation and budget allocation. We are the ones to fund most of these projects. So when I come with the team, I see where our priorities are. I look at now, we need to have, we're a tourism city in JINJA.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes. And we need to attract more tourists from Colorado and Denver to come to Uganda. We need to look at the infrastructure that you have that attracts people to come here. And then we compare with what we have at home. And basically, to me, what we want more from Colorado is partnerships, developmental partnerships. My work is to make laws, appropriate budgets.
All this stuff.
Yes, oversight. And it goes beyond when it comes back to JINJA, because we are both natives from JINJA. We've grown up in JINJA, studied in JINJA. We know JINJA as home.
Of course.
So sometimes you put, it's the whole country together, but you have to think about your home.
Of
What
course.
can I make my home better?
I know. I think about that. I'm a girl from Wyoming that's up north a little bit, quite a bit, up by Yellowstone National Park. But I always think of that
So you
too
have
because that's my home.
You have good roads.
You do. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a bit different, a little bit more bumpy, but that's
They're
okay.
not
They're more
different.
natural. I like that.
But we need more people from Colorado
Okay.
to come to JINJA.
All right.
That's
Well,
why
they
we're
can
grateful to
volunteer
them.
with
That's
with
right.
Help International and Culture Prep, and you're always looking for that. What do you see the goals as going? You have done so much. The partnership already. More schools. What do you hope?
Well, we hope for more economic growth so that long term we won't be there anymore. We'll go and visit, but we won't
Yeah.
have to do work anymore
But
because
that's good.
the Africans will be lifted up.
And the Kasima project, this is also new. That is it used to be land that would go to these islands, but no more. So a goal there. It's Kasima.
A goal there.
Feeding, right?
Yes, feeding.
They're very
That's
hungry.
right.
What about education?
We have started a very small nursery school. The government has some schools there,
Okay.
so we're working together.
Yeah, that's
Support.
for that. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I know you have a busy schedule, meeting everybody, and I know you're going back over soon,
Yes.
and people are always over there supporting. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's very fun to hear about their world. You can learn more about the work being done in JINJA. You can visit cultureprep.com and helpint.org. You'll be amazed at just how far your dollar actually stretches to those living in extreme poverty, something I learned. Remember, it's not a hand out, but rather a hand up. The websites, again, to learn more and to donate, even travel, as you heard, to Uganda and volunteer, cultureprep.com or helpint.org.